Hi everybody, Jim Rothstein here with Page One Marketing, and today I want to talk to you about search engine optimization. Search engine optimization is an extremely high value activity designed to help you elevate your rankings in the search results. Obviously, the importance of this is that the higher you rank in the search results, the more likely you are to get visitors to your website. Broadly speaking, there are three main components of search engine optimization. Number one is keyword research, and I'll go into detail about this. The second is on-page optimization, and the third is off-page optimization. It's worth noting that search engine optimization really pertains to keywords. What do I mean by that? Well, a lot of people say, I want my site to rank on the first page of Google. Well, that makes sense, except for what it really is all about is ranking your a particular keyword on page one of Google. It's entirely possible you may have 10, 20, 30 or more keywords that you want to rank on page one. And that's what search engine optimization is for. You don't rank the entire site on page one, you rank your site for particular keywords. Keyword research is one of the highest value activities that you can possibly have while pursuing search engine optimization. Why is that? Because if you do your research, and there are a number of tools out there that you can use from the Keyword Planner by Google, there's Ubersuggest, there's a number of tools. I won't get into the details, but these tools can show you for a given term exactly what people are searching for. So if I'm a chiropractor and I put in back pain into this tool, I'm going to get back a list of probably 800 terms that are similar to back pain or related to back pain. And the tool will show me exactly how many searches are going on in the country monthly for that particular term. So you don't have to guess at which terms are important for your business. So keyword research is vital, and it can really help you understand what your customers are looking for and what your prospects are looking for. So you don't really have to guess. There are three main sections to search engine optimization. The first is keyword research. The second is on-page optimization. Those are the things you actually do on the page. And the third is off-page optimization, obviously the stuff you do off the page. And weirdly enough, it's the stuff that you do off the page that has the greatest impact. Calculations show that about 25% of the on-page optimization accounts for about 25% of the effectiveness of search engine optimization, and the off-page activities account for about 75%. The best keywords have the greatest number of searches and have the least amount of competition. Obviously, it's very hard to find keywords that are both high volume and low competition. So part of your challenge is to find words that sort of split the difference, or to do a mix of high volume keywords where the competition is fierce and lower volume keywords, which are usually keyword phrases with a lot of terms and a lot of words in them. Those are called long tail keywords, and those will have the least competition. And you're most likely to rank for those kinds of terms. Good idea to do both. On-page optimization pertains to the placement of keywords in very specific places on the page in order to help Google find that page and understand what the content is on that page. So the very most important thing you can do is place the keyword for that page in the title tag. And the title tag is what shows up in the tab on the top of the page when you're searching for it. And then you also want that same term to show up in your header tags. Those little headings throughout the page. It's great if you can take that same keyword and put it in your alt tag. Now, what's your alt tag? That's when you have an image on the page. There is the opportunity to put a keyword there because Google can't read the images, but it can read what you put behind the image. And that requires some technical know-how, but nonetheless, it's important to tell Google what that image is, and that'll help you quite a bit. The other thing that's important is to make sure your keyword exists probably multiple times throughout the body copy of that page. Now, Google is also smart enough to know that if you use the exact keyword several times and use some synonyms for the keyword, it'll figure it out and it'll understand what you're trying to do. And there are some tools that you can use to tell Google exactly what the keyword is that you're trying to optimize for, and that's of great value. It also needs to be in the URL for that particular page. So, you know, you've certainly seen a URL that says www blah, 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 / and then the keyword. And that helps define what's in that page. Now, search engine optimization has changed quite a bit since its inception years ago. And that is, back in the old days, you used to be able to insert keywords in certain places and immediately rank your site. Well, there was a lot of abuse going on back there as people figured out how to game the system. And Google has gotten very smart and has changed the rules of the game. Let's talk about off-page optimization. Off-page optimization really accounts for 75% of what search engine optimization is all about. Now, it's primarily based on link building. And what does that mean? A link from another site to your site is counted by Google as essentially a popularity vote for your site. They value it greatly. It means that somebody thought enough of your content to link to it. And there's a lot of ways to try and control this and try and increase the popularity of your site, which is what Google says it's looking for. So in order to come up with local links, there are a number of things you could do fairly easily. Number one, a link to the Chamber of Commerce, or excuse me, a link from the Chamber of Commerce. If you happen to be a member of the Chamber, then get your name and profile in there and link back to your website or your web page. You can link to a local college. You can ask for mentions in your local newspaper or a sports club. Very valuable to link to local business directories. All of these things will increase your visibility. Another thing you can do, the easiest thing to do, is social media posts. Every one of your posts gives you the opportunity to link back to your website or a particular web page, depending on the keyword you're trying to promote. So there's an opportunity for you. The same is true of a blog post. So you can control those things yourself, and you can sort of push them out there and help to gain exposure for your web page. Another opportunity is social bookmarking, which is there are social bookmarking sites out there that people use to organize their bookmarks in social media. Putting your pages out there helps link back to your own site. And finally, there are many other ways to do it. Some of them are pretty involved, but these are the simplest ones. And one of the things that's also extremely valuable is internal linking. So you can have links on your homepage that go to the internal pages on your site. One page can link to another page inside your site. They can all be set to link to a high converting page. It's valuable to create a web of links, and the more links, the better. At least that's the way Google interprets it. Even as local business people, search engine optimization should be in your bag of tricks. Why is that? Well, Google is the giant in the field. They control about 75% of the searches out there in the world. They've received nearly 2.3 trillion searches this year. And a very important statistic is that 72% of consumers who did a local search visited a store within 5 miles. So that shows how important this is even locally. Again, a couple of things worth noting. There are two most important concepts when it comes to search engine optimization. Number one is high quality content, and number two is link building. Those are two very important attributes that Google uses as signals for ranking your website. Additionally, most marketers, 70% of marketers, see search engine optimization as more effective than pay-per-click. And finally, 36% of search engine optimization experts see the headline and title tag as the most important SEO element. So it's worth taking this all in. It's worth thinking about securing your place in the search results, in the organic portion of the search results, because that's the portion of the search results people trust the most. And it's a lot of work to get ranked in that section, but it's well worth the investment.